Hello everyone. So let's about the 5 components or the elements of the Philippine criminal justice system. Okay, so bago tayo mag-proceed sa Philippine setting, so pag-uusapan muna natin kung saan nag-originate yung ating criminal justice system. So in the American criminal justice system, tatlo lang yung pillar na tawag nila, okay, sa kanila. So that is composed of number 1, nandyan si law enforcement. Second, nandyan si court, and the third, nandyan si correction. So tatlo lang. So dapat tandaan niyo kapag tinanong the American criminal justice system, tandaan niyo yung abbreviation or mnemonics na LCC. Law enforcement, court, and correction. Okay. So again, sa American criminal justice system, ang tawag sa kanila is pillar. Okay. So dati, or proceed tayo sa Philippine setting, ang tawag natin dati, nung hindi pa included si community, okay, tawag natin pillar. Okay, so napalitan na yan ngayon. Okay, we are under now on the new curriculum. Okay, so kung titingnan natin under sa area ng criminal law and jurisprudence, okay, so nakalagay doon under sa subject ng criminal justice system, okay, under na new TOS or table of specification, that is the Bible of the board of examination, yung mga examinees natin. So kung titingnan natin doon, nakalagay doon sa subtopics na dapat i-discuss ng mga faculty, okay, na mga criminologist, okay, na nakalagay doon sa number 3 that to illustrate and interplay the components of the Philippine criminal justice system. So nakalagay doon doon naka-base, okay, kung bakit component or element, okay. Ibig sabihin, yung word na pillar or yung term na pillar, that is already obsolete. So wag na natin gamitin yan. Okay? That is already part of the history. So again, ang tawag na natin ngayon, under the new law or under the new TOS, nakalagay doon the 5 components or elements of criminal justice system. Kasi pag sinabi natin component, okay, the success of one component is the success of all. Okay? Kapag may failure naman sa isang component ng criminal justice system, failure lahat yon. Okay? So ganon yung ibig sabihin ng component. Okay, so in the Philippine setting, we have the 5 components. Okay, number 1, nandyan si police. Again, number 1, si police. Again, hindi tayo gumagamit ng term na law enforcement. Ang law enforcement, ginagamit yan ng American criminal justice system. Dito sa Pilipinas, ang first component natin is police. Okay, nakuha nyo Dapat clear kayo dyan. Okay? Wala nang doubt. Again, first component of the Philippine criminal justice system, police. Second, the prosecution. Third, the court. Fourth, the correction. And the fifth component is the community. Okay, so yon, isa-isahin natin. Okay, so sa first component, we have police. Okay, ano ba yung police? Okay, yung police that is considered as the prime mover, the initiator, or the frontliner of the Philippine criminal justice system. From the word initiator, okay, so siya yung mag-i-initiate ng action para gagana yung whole component ng Philippine criminal justice system. So mag-i-initiate siya, he will or she will effect an arrest. Okay, he will conduct an investigation on a particular crime. Okay, yan yung another. Magte-testify siya in court in favor of the government. Yan yung gawain na rin ng police. He will conduct search and seizure. Okay, so again, yung police, the first component of our criminal justice system, the initiator, the prime mover or the frontliner of our Philippine criminal justice system. So let's proceed now on the second component, which is the prosecution. So tandaan niyo, pag sinabi nating prosecution, it is the arbiter of the law. Again, it is the arbiter of the law, okay, yung prosecution. prosecution. Okay, he will file a criminal action. Aside from that, trabaho rin ng prosecutor to conduct an inquest proceeding. Okay, pag sinabi natin inquest, it is done by inquest prosecutor to determine the validity or legality of arrest for those person arrested without the benefit of warrant of arrest. Okay, again, gawain na rin ng prosecutor to conduct inquest proceeding or inquest. Second, siya rin magkakandak ng PI or yung tinatawag natin na preliminary investigation. Yung preliminary investigation, it is a matter of right kapag yung crime na na-commit niya is punishable at least 421. Again, 421, that is 4 years, 2 months, and 1 day. Ibig sabihin, PI or preliminary investigation is a matter of right. Okay, so yan yung isa pang gawain ng prosecutor or PI. Okay, so again, prosecutor or prosecution is the second component of our criminal justice system or the arbiter of the law. Okay, yung purpose ng preliminary investigation is to determine whether there is a probable cause. Okay, so pag sinabi nating probable cause, that is ascertaining whether or not the person or there is a sufficient ground or existence of facts to engender a well-founded belief that a crime has been committed and the person is probably guilty thereof. Again, the purpose ng preliminary investigation is to ascertain whether or not the probable cause is present. Okay, so yun yung tandaan ninyo under the prosecution. So let's proceed now on the third component, which is the court. Okay, pag sinabi natin court, that is the guardian of law. Okay, again, court is the guardian of law kasi kanina sinabi ko that prosecution is the arbiter of law. As the guardian of law, yung court, so i-define muna natin kung ano yung court. Yung court, pag narinig nyo, that is the organ of the government. Again, pag sinabi natin court, that is the organ of the government or the body which the public administration of justice took place. So, yan yung ibig sabihin ng court. So, sa court, nandyan rin si judge, which is the officer of the court who will preside, okay, in the settling cases or dispute in court. So, aside kay judge, nandyan rin ang pinag-uusapan natin yung jurisdiction and venue. Okay, nasabi ko na yung difference between that two legal terms on my previous video. So, i-check nyo na lang. So, again, court is the third component of the Philippine criminal justice system or the guardian of law. So, let's proceed now sa fourth component. So, yung fourth component ng Philippine criminal justice system is the correction. Okay? Correction is the fourth component which is considered as the weakest component. Bakit tinawag siya na weakest component, sir? Okay? Weakest component kasi they failed to rehabilitate offenders. Okay? Kasi ang tendency after niya ma-serve ang sentence niya, kapag bumalik siya sa community, mag-commit naman agad siya ng another crime or another recommission of crime. So that's why yung correction in the Philippine criminal justice system is regarded as the weakest component or weakest among the component. Okay, so in correction, we have the two goals of correction. So we have the traditional goal and then the modern goal. In the traditional goal of correction, okay, nandyan yung tinatawag natin na retribution. Okay, pag sinabi natin retribution, yan yung harsh punishment. Okay, yung na-derive yan kay King Hammurabi or yung Hammurabi Code, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Okay, so yan yung traditional goal which is retribution. Ano naman ngayon ang modern goal ng correction? The modern goal of correction sa ngayon is reformation for the purpose of rehabilitation. Okay, piniprepare natin yung offender pagbalik niya sa community as a law-abiding citizen. Okay, so yun yung ibig sabihin ng traditional goal, again, ng correction is retribution. The modern goal of correction is reformation. Then, nandyan rin sa correction the two correctional approaches in the Philippines na alam nyo, the institutional correction and the non-institutional correction, or yung tinatawag natin na the community-based correction. Sa institutional correction, nandyan ang pinag-uusapan yung jail and prisons, okay, sa the BJMP and the Bureau of Correction. Then also sa non-institutional correction or the community-based correction, dyan natin pag nag-uusapan si parole, pardon, conditional pardon, and absolute pardon, and so on. So dyan natin pinag-uusapan. Pag sinabi kasi natin non-institutional correction or community-based correction, instead of serving the sentence in the prison cell or sa selda, the offender or the convicted offender will serve his or her sentence in the community. Okay, so yun yung ibig sabihin natin. So again, the two correctional approaches in the Philippines, the institutional correction and the non-institutional correction. Then sa under sa new curriculum, napasok na ngayon yung therapeutic modalities. Okay, so let's proceed now sa fifth component ng Philippine Criminal Justice System. So the fifth component is what we call the community. Okay, pag sinabi kasi natin community, there is the group of persons living in the same locality or in the same place. So tayo yon. So yung community, it is regarded as the core or the focus of our Philippine criminal justice system. Bakit siya yung focus, hindi si court? Kasi before, yung hindi pa na-add si community, the core or the center of the Philippine criminal justice system is the court. So ngayon, kasi na-add na siya, so yung community is considered as the core, as the center of our CGS. Bakit? Kasi kung titingnan natin, yung offender is nag-originate or nanggaling siya sa community. So doon siya nakakommit ng crime, then after na-undergo niya yung process or yung lahat ng components, na-serve niya yung sentence niya, babalik agad ulit siya doon sa community kung saan siya nanggaling through the process of reintegration. Kasi pag sinabi natin reintegration, babalik siya kung saan siya nanggaling and mamuhay siya again as a new law-abiding citizen. So yung community is very important in helping authorities in addressing criminalities and to support the overall the welfare of the citizenry. Okay, so yun yung ibig sabihin ng community. So that's why community is the unique, the unique feature of our criminal justice system na hindi mo makikita worldwide sa kanilang criminal justice system. It is the unique feature of the Philippine criminal justice system. So again, the 5 components or the 5 elements of the Philippine criminal justice system. Number 1, police. Police is the prime mover, the frontliner or the initiator of the Philippine criminal justice system. Second, the prosecution. It is the second component of our Philippine criminal justice system, which is the arbiter of law. Third, we have the court, the third component, which is the guardian of law. And the fourth, we have the correction. It is regarded as the weakest component. And the fifth or the last component of our Philippine criminal justice system is the community. It is the core, it is the center of our Philippine criminal justice system. So again, dapat clear na sa inyo kung ano yung ating criminal justice system, yung update. So again, the word or the term pillar is already obsolete. So hindi na natin ginagamit yan. Okay, so matagal na yan, nawala. Okay, so again, ang gagamitin natin ngayon, components or elements of the Philippine criminal justice system. Okay, kung meron kayong gustong topics, or subject area na pag-usapan, so just comment or message doon sa message icon natin. Okay, thank you everyone.